Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to get on and talk about a lack of feeling of happiness or well-being in our lives, or a sense of gratitude that can be missing in our lives. And I hear this a lot from people, or from clients, and from just people in general, that, this sort of feeling like I should be happy, but I'm not, right? So feeling like, I got everything that a person could need to be happy, and here I am still feeling miserable, right? And so I think this happens for a lot of people. And it's important to recognize that there's a few things that could be at play, right? So if you're feeling like generally your life is going pretty well, and yet you're still struggling to find happiness, it could be because of unresolved issues from your past, some unresolved pain, and just, an indication that there's some healing that needs to take place. So it could be, a sign that, or a signal that maybe you need to do some exploration into, what's at the root of that, right? And then, a part of that could be just not being clear on what your dreams and goals are. So, I think, and I'm just speaking from my own perspective, because I was married at 24 and we started our family at 29. I feel like there was a certain, like we were following a certain path that we felt was, the right path, right? Go to school, get married, have a family, all of those things. And if you do these things, you'll be happy. And yet, if your goals aren't in alignment with the things that, and your dreams, goals and dreams aren't in alignment with the life that you've created, then it's important to explore. Not that that life can't be a part of your dreams and goals, but maybe they weren't the totality of your dreams and goals, and you're sort of left feeling unfulfilled. And so there could be something that you could add into your life that would help make everything else feel, more worthy of enjoyment, or that you're more capable of enjoying those things because you're having this other part of your life fulfill a need inside of you. So I hope that makes sense. And then maybe you're living someone else's dream, right? So, there's a lot of people who will put their own dreams aside to help someone else build their dreams. And so they sort of go along with whatever, they're sort of building without really having any true sense of what makes them happy. So and that kind of ties into not being clear about your own dreams and goals, and then might even further tie back into those unresolved issues, right? So what kept you from having your own dreams and goals? Maybe you were just in survival mode, right? Maybe you didn't grow up feeling like you could have dreams and goals, or that your dreams and goals were worthy of, being celebrated and fostered and encouraged, right? So there's a lot of things at play, right, that could, lead to that sense of dissatisfaction, even when we feel like we should. So there's a little bit more of like shame and blame piled on to us too, if we're not feeling grateful for what we have, and we look around and we see that, there's people with so much less than us, and, less stability, less safety, less, just feeling less secure in their lives. And yet they seem to be able to find that happiness, right? So it's like, well, what do they have that I don't have, right? That's the kind of question that will come up for people. And it's like, well, for every person, it's individual. So sometimes it's their faith and their spirituality that, keeps them sort of more buoyant. And then other times it's, where they are in their healing path. Other times it's just that they've been able to tap into their dreams and goals and are encouraged and resourced enough to follow them, right? So there's lots of different things that can get in the way of us finding happiness and being able to be grateful for what we have. And piling on the shame and blame certainly doesn't help. So I just wanted to share that with you in case you were sort of feeling like you were adrift, or maybe even feeling like you're going under, right? So maybe you're lacking that buoyancy that I talked about. And that maybe it might be helpful for you to do some exploration into, what drives you, what do you aspire to, and for me, like I can say that, and it's funny because my husband and I were just watching the golf special thing on Netflix, and there was they were featuring a golfer who, sort of had this has this mentality of like, well, someone's got to be 70th, and I'm okay with that, and while that could be a healthy way of looking at it, and obviously, if you can't take the losses, then it might be harder for you to really enjoy the wins. So when they do come, so there's a little bit of that, but then there's also, like, what's really holding you back from pursuing your dreams, right? Is there a sense that I can't do better, or that would take too much work, or, so getting to the root of that, right? So, I don't know what drives this guy to have these feelings of being okay with mediocrity when he shows that he's got great potential to be in the top 10, right? So, and then we had to talk about like mindset, how much does mindset come into it? And it's like, well, mindset plays a big part in it, but it's not just a matter of like, I believe I could be a millionaire, or I could believe I could be one of the top 10 golfers in the world. If you don't have the natural talent and the drive behind that, then you can believe that until the cows come home. That doesn't mean it's going to be, it's going to come true. But if you combine natural talent with the right mindset, then, it's the mindset is what gets you up earlier than other people. It's what keeps you at your work longer than other people. It helps you to keep showing up every single day. So mindset is a huge part of it, but we can't just think ourselves to success. It has to be followed by action, and it has to often be followed by action that other people aren't willing or able to put in. So, there's a lot to it, but then I think really getting to the root of, what mindsets are holding you back, where did they come from? Let's unravel that part. The where did they come from? Not, and that's as important as what's your mindset around these things, but we got to drill deeper into where did it come from. And is it true, right? Is it true that those things that you tell yourself about yourself, are they true, right? So if those are questions that you have, or if you feel like you're, maybe just bobbing along without feeling a sense of purpose, and you're not sure what your goals and dreams are, then, that's something that we could certainly discuss. So feel free to reach out to me, and we can private message each other. We can get on a call, and we can talk about how to get you from where you are now to, really engaging in your life and working towards goals and dreams that are important to you. And we'll clear all the stuff out of the way that's stopping you from getting where you want to be. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Namaste.